Hey YouTube, welcome to Feed Bleeders, the weekly independent podcast for everything about gaming. I'm Jeremy Stover.
And I'm Chris Abel.
And today's topic is Super Mario Galaxy 2. We just recently bought it. It was about $40, brand new. And I would have to say, this is probably my game of the year. But let's talk about it a little bit.
We've barely scratched the surface of it.
We just hit like 33 stars, I think.
Yeah.
And it is amazingly addicting. I would have to. One thing that I really like about it is that each time you do a level, like it adds something new, and even if it reuses something old, like an old thing, it kind of changes it around, so you have to use it in a different way. So you really never get bored with it.
It's challenging.
Oh yeah, it's definitely it's a frustrating game. There's going to be a lot of four-letter words involved.
Yes.
Yes.
Starting with F.
F and S and cock, sucker, motherfucker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, another thing is, okay, you have worlds, and it's like it's kind of reminiscent of the old Mario, where you have to go to each set of worlds, and after you beat one, you go to the next one. Well, this is you have like a galaxy, but it's called a world, and you beat all the little worlds inside of that to get to like a Junior Bowser's castle. And when you do that, you get this grand star that leads to another world or galaxy. And even when you have to do a world like 3 times in a row to get all the stars, it's never the same when you go get another star.
Never the same.
Either it's a new boss or like it flips shit around.
Well, it can be sometimes designed the same, but it has like different colors and stuff.
Yeah. One specifically was there was a cloud level. It's where you first learn how to use a cloud, where like Mario can make a cloud and land on it. When we went back and redid it, it was full of these platforms that you had, and it was full of the Ghost Mario. What they do is like
you're talking about the one where you have to collect those things, like the 5 things, and
yeah. It was like the Cloud Mesa or something like that.
Yeah.
It was one of the earlier levels in the game.
It's pretty hard.
Yeah, I mean, it was hard, and like the thing is, you have these clone Marios that are following you. They do everything you do, and so like
they constantly come to.
Yeah, I mean, they just keep on popping up. They do everything that you do, and if you touch them, then you get hurt. So you can't like retrace your steps, or they hit you basically. So that adds a nice little element of challenge. Also, when you find the secret stars in a level, you battle an entirely different boss. Usually, from what I noticed, it kind of uses the technique or the special powers a little bit more. But
I haven't gotten the secret star yet.
I hate you. What else in Super Mario Galaxy 2? I know it kind of seems childish, but it is probably the hardest game that I've played in a very long time.
I wouldn't say so.
Well,
what about that game you were playing?
Oh, which one? Jeanne d'Arc? Fucking Mario.
Mario. Alright, Mario. Okay. Come on.
It's basically there are power-ups within it. And it's kind of like old school Mario. You get a power-up and you get to do special things based on it. Of course, there's a fire flower. And that's basically the only one that's from the old that I've seen personally out of my 33 stars. That is the only one that's from back in the day. Yeah, and the other ones are, okay, it's Fire Flower, the Boulder,
the rock hat.
Yeah, which lets you like go like Zelda style Goron, like you turn into a rock and you start spinning around.
I guess you call it like a rock shroom.
Yeah, rock shroom. I think they just called it a rock.
Yeah. There's the bee.
The bee one, which is pretty fun. It lets you fly for a certain amount of time, and it lets you land on certain objects.
And there's the drill thing.
The drill. You can drill through soft ground and pop out the other side of the planet. And also you can hit the bottom of enemies' bellies.
Yeah. Which
is useful.
Yeah. Didn't I beat that boss faster than you?
Oh yeah, of course you did. But no spoilers. What's another one? You have the Cloud, which I already talked to you about.
Cloud. And
oh, of course you have the Invincible Mario, but I've only seen that once.
I've gotten it a couple times.
You usually get it when you do the secret parts of the levels. I think that's...
I've gotten it, but I haven't gotten the secret star.
The secret star, okay, what you have is like you have these things called Lumas, and actually I think they were in Paper Mario, if I remember correctly. Lumas?
No.
No, those little talking stars? Oh, well, okay, they're just basically talking, like, fluffy star thingies, and I don't see why they can talk, but they're in the shape of stars, and, like, some of them, like, if you give them enough, like, of these collectibles that you...
Starbits.
Yeah, but... They're,
Starbits.
Starbits is a collectible that you can get. I mean, if you give them enough, then they open up, like, a little teleporter to the secret star in the world. So it's not really secret, but you have to actually work to get it. Sorry. he touched me. Alright, next. Counter-Strike was released for the Mac.
With achievements.
With achievements, which means Steam. If you guys don't know what Steam is, it's like a... you download it onto your PC, or your Mac now, and it's kind of like a... It distributes games to you, and it's kind of like a social network for video games. There's like achievements. It's just like Xbox Live, and when you get achievements, it posts onto your like gamer tag or whatever it's called in Steam. So that's pretty cool. And considering that Mac hardly has any games, it kind of needs like a classic.
It needs something.
Yeah, it needs something. Hopefully, there are going to be more games that come out for the Steam client on the Mac. I don't personally. I hope. I mean, I hope it does. I hope it isn't a failed system. But you see a lot more people, like a lot more students and like professionals using Macs than gamers. So maybe we'll see a push towards Mac, which is obviously more expensive than PC gaming. But that's whatever.
Next is Kinect for everyone. That's what Microsoft said. And well, honestly, that could be true, but it might not. But I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah, like what they're saying is it's not just gonna be for casual gamers, like 90% for casual, and they're saying that there's gonna be a big portion for hardcore gamers. The only game that I've seen for hardcore gamers is Fable 3. Out of all the release games.
What about that Star Wars game?
That looked kind of childish to me. It didn't look like maybe. If they put collectibles...
It was just like a 20-second trailer thing, though.
Yeah, well, if you guys have heard of Kinect, it used to be known as Project Natal, and what it is a full body motion capture with depth sensor and a voice control. What was I talking about? So you can play games now that are specifically built for the Kinect or Natal or whatever you want to call it. That lets you play with your hands and your voice and like your entire body. Like the demo had, the demo had a kid playing, or he was skateboarding, and he was actually like pushing himself with his leg, and like when he did an ollie, he actually had to twist his ankles in the right direction to do the ollie, or he would mess it up. Then he had to land correctly, of course.
Did you see that Connectimals?
Oh my god! Connectimals.
With that little girl, she was all like.
What was her name, like Susie or something?
Yeah,
Susie, don't play with the tiger. I might eat your face. It's basically just like a little pet. It's a little kid's game where you get to like play with this animal, and she was playing hide and go seek. Like it was all cute and stuff.
You know, there will probably be no need for real pets.
No, I mean they're just going to. They're going to diminish the need for.
Yeah, Nintendogs or something. For Kinect.
Kinect dogs.
Yeah, Kinect dogs.
I can see that. I can see some douchebag company making that.
Yeah, they'd just be petting the dog. And be like, oh, I don't need a real dog.
I love you. Who needs a real dog? Who needs to
I don't even have to feed you.
Who needs to pick up strays that will eat garbage and...
You don't pee on my leg, so...
Not all the time.
Not all the time.
Well, unless they get like so enveloped in the game that they pee on their own leg.
Then that'd be kind of weird.
It would.
Because that just... reeks of obsession.
Who the fuck would buy their kids that game anyways? I'm just saying. Whatever. It looks alright, but what I'm more excited for the Lionhead Studios Milo, which is like it's kind of the same thing except for it's more of an adult game. You get to interact with another human being that's fully artificial intelligence. And actually, I saw a tweet a little while ago. I think I already mentioned it in my last video, but Peter Molyneux was bashing Connectimals.
Yeah, I think so.
I thought that was pretty funny, considering it's a child's game compared to his adult game. So.